shit. We gotta get some quick reacts out the way that I can post today, bro. Cause man, I don't have time for this shit. But anyways, bro, we tapped in with that boy Duty, bro. Tana links with Playboy Carti, next YVL member. I've been saying this. I think Tana's one of the most talented artists in the underground. Probably the most talented artist. Just cause he been doing this shit for so long, bro. This nigga was 14. So yeah, bro. And it's kind of sad to see this nigga like stay stagnant. But I think you're gonna get back up there for sure, for sure. But yeah, man. With that being said, let's get straight into the video. Fuck with y'all niggas. Like, subscribe, do all that. Come check out the Twitch. We live every single day. And yeah, bro. Cue the intro.
The main conversation with Tana has always been a little rocky for this year because honestly, I don't think he's been that consistent. And yes, I do get it. He do drop music here and there and kind of just slowly glides away. He might be in the spotlight just a little bit, but not as much as he should be. And as a Tana fan saying that, yeah, that's really how it's been for the past year and a half. Obviously, he was working on music, but I always thought it was something bigger than that. When you're not in the spotlight, people are very quick to judge, and we all know that. Naturally, Tana always gonna be in that conversation because he has something that a lot of artists don't have in the underground. It all comes down to appeal, literally. It's so easy to get into his music. I showed some of my homeboys so many different rappers, and when it comes down to Tana, he's always going to be up to par because you can play his latest projects to this day. But for a while, Tana hasn't put himself out there as much. So that's why when you log on Twitter, you might see a guy randomly say, oh, this guy's better than Tana. Because that's the narrative right now, or that's the cool thing. So many people are just quick to judge, and I don't think that's how it should be at all. Like, y'all know I keep it real. I might play a guy music more than Tana right now because that guy is more consistent or he's dropping new music, but I always acknowledge talent. The quality of music that he's dropping is much better. You know, I'm always going to keep it real with y'all. You don't have to be on the media 24/7 to update your fan base or just to drop music. You know,
you found it. I bet. Send it through.
Get away. You still got to create the music, and that's what I feel like Tana has been doing. But he's kind of been stretching that time a little far. And what I just seen recently, I'm not gonna lie, I think it's starting to make a little sense because for a while we know that Tana has always been somewhat associated with opium, even if he wasn't around with guys like Ken or Carti or something like that. He always been around with the affiliates. He surrounded himself a lot with Homicide Gang. I remember he just hopped on stage with them at their style too. He also been hanging around a lot.
I didn't even unpause my shit. Fuck, bro.
18 days, 2019, you know. Party or something like that. He always been around with the affiliates.
Wait,
he's
surrounded himself
a lot with Homicide Ken or Carti or something like that.
Oh, I'm smoking.
He always been around with the affiliates. He surrounded himself a lot with Homicide Gang. I remember he just hopped on stage with them at their listening party, whatever they had for Homicide Gang Lifestyle 2. He also been hanging around a lot with She Loves Michi. We know Michi and Carti and them, they go way back, 2016, 2017 days, you know? And then his manager is also Chris. Chris has done some video work, photography and stuff like that. Very involved with Carti, them early 2018 days, 2019, you know? And in terms of music, you know, he's always been doing production for them. Not Carti specifically, but Homicide Gang. He got a few alone, I think. And for a while, it's always been a speculation that Tana may be YVL because you started seeing these guys tease this shit very, very early on. Especially when Apollo Red was first popping 3 months ago when he hopped on Max Stream. Maybe I'm thinking a little too much, but the chemistry was there. It didn't seem like, oh, let's just pop out the studio real quick. It was more so like they've been knowing each other for a minute. They already been making music with each other. This was just like a regular thing. And on top of that, the recent track that they had was YVL Party. So it's just like he was promoting that shit heavy as if he was somewhat YVL. And even though we don't have much info on exactly what it is, but like I told y'all, I feel like it's just opening those doors to something that Opium isn't. Opium is already successful. There's no need for another artist. We all know that. But with YVL, the way they pushing this shit, it kind of seems like anybody can be added or anybody can rep this shit. So for a while, a lot of people just felt like Tana was just repping it to rep it, you know, because it was a cool thing, I guess. And he's already cool with the people that are actually in it. But let's just say the whole convo has changed, and I'm starting to see people move a little different now. You know, they starting to say that Tana back and all this stuff because recently we just seen this man with Carti. And before I start yapping about that, I'm gonna go ahead and play my stream clip because
nah, I don't think this is a good idea for Tana. I'm gonna keep it a full stack, cause bro, look, it's some niggas that it makes sense for you to do that, not only cause it'll help you like grow and shit, but also you don't have, respectfully, some niggas don't have it in them to be some crazy shit in the future, or like their limit will always be like what's like a good rapper who's making money but like who isn't like, I don't know, like you're always gonna be under that shadow just because of your sound. But I feel like Tana, yo, that nigga can low key sing. He's talented as fuck. He's young as shit. Like, bro, that's a nigga that could become bigger than Carti in at some point in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like Carti wasn't really making music for real, or like popping for real till like what he was 18, 19, 20. So that's how old Tana is right now. I'm just saying, there's some niggas that shouldn't box themselves under another nigga because they have so much potential. I don't know.
Because I went over
Maybe
here.
I'm tripping though. Maybe I'm tripping.
Tana was on stage with Carti. Y'all told y'all, bro, we was right this whole time. I mean, it's always been a thing where he's been surrounded with them. But now this is like really making sense. But Tana YBL, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If we do say he's straight up YBL, then it might just be a reach though. Cause like, what if he not really YBL? But like, it's only making sense though. That has not dropped any music for real like that. And his latest drop was an IG exclusive. Apollo and Tana YBL members now. I wouldn't be surprised. Yo, that Tana been rocking that YBL hat like a motherfucker. Not saying that other than this have it, because I mean, anybody could be YBL at this point with the hat. But I'm talking about that nigga was repping that hell ago. You know the Max stream? 3 months ago. That's when it was. Yo, appreciate all the new follows, man. Thank you. 42 be repping that shit every day. No, he do. Nah, maybe I'm thinking too much. Maybe I'm thinking too much, bro. Like, this is Chris right here. This is She Loves Michi, of course. That nigga been on that YBL shit. Tana was on stage with Playboy Carti in Atlanta tonight. Like, I don't want to come off blazing, but nigga, this ain't normal though, bro. This is not normal. You don't just walk on stage with Carti, gang. Not anybody affiliated like that. Two Hollis ain't even done no shit like that. He be around him all the time. I was tripping. You know how you still waking up, you start seeing shit? You know. Motherfuckers gonna dick eat now. Yeah.
Like him,
start seeing
anybody.
Was on stage with Playboy Carti in Atlanta tonight.
Nah, he look swaggy and cuter, but I'm dick riding.
It's not like that. Tripping. Motherfuckers wasn't so quick to judge when they were talking about that whole Che and Tana comparisons and all that, Nine and all that, bro. I always told y'all Nine is probably making the better music at the moment for sure. But I'm saying, like, overall, something about Tana, he's just very talented, and it's easy for him to appeal to other people. Like, his music, it just hit. You can connect very easily. Yeah, he's just the easiest to get into. Yeah, for sure. This is not surprising since Tana was always with Michi. But I mean, anybody could be with Michi. I mean, Nine be with Michi all the time. There's no doubt he's an affiliate. YVL is opening those doors to where it's not as structured as Opium. I think YBL is like Opium in 2019, 2020, where you had a whole bunch of niggas. You had Capo, you had Unky. It was like everybody was affiliate. Even they was calling Lancey Opium. Lancey said it himself. He was like, yeah, I'm Opium, but I'm not like.
Bro, who is
signed,
Duty's girl,
you know?
bro?
I'm always gonna be double O though. You know, he should just replace Homicide Gang. This whole conversation, I ain't even thinking though. I've been wondering, yo, why Tana just been sitting back? He ain't been saying a damn thing though. He haven't. He been taking a lot of disrespect. He ain't been saying a damn thing, and I think this is why. Nigga, you got Carti on your side. I wouldn't say anything either. I'm YBL. I don't need to respond to you niggas, bro. What? He not finna fuck up that connection, bro. I told y'all, bro. If Nine hasn't dissed Apollo Red, yeah, that's a sign already, bro. He not trying to mess up no connections dealing with YBL. He say something, it's done for. Nigga better get a dish like a motherfucker, though. Ain't Nine say Tana ain't slime for real on FaceTime backstage at the show? You and Mill was that? Yeah, that whole day was so fucking weird, gang. I didn't know what was going on. When that nigga Millie put the phone up today, that nigga Nine said, I'm slime for real. I don't know if Tana's YBL, but he definitely is affiliate. Yo, was he on stage with him the whole time though? Y'all think he fit in with YSL more or YBL? I don't know. Tana has always gave us hints that he's more inspired by Thug, if anything, like for sure. If anything, I thought he was more YSL, you know? But we know why that's not happening, okay? We know why. Yo, what if it come out tomorrow that nigga actually YSL instead? The whole time, nigga just on stage with Carti. He just like that. Because of the Thug inspo? Yeah, for sure. He used a whole year and a half to just flat out dive into that whole Thug inspo. He was getting clowned for it. Right now, it's too early for me to say that Tana fits in with YBL. Why does Nine not have songs under YSL? I think it's just a distro deal or something like that. Some people even think that he not actually signed to YSL. He just has like a management deal with Thug. Yeah, no doubt. This is the YBL, bro. That's good.
You know, damn, that's Carti's sister. Nah, he for sure tapped in there. Like for sure.
That's Chris, right? He just looked different. Michi, who is these two people in the back? Isn't this Playboy Carti's sister or something like that, Paige? Wait, he said Playboy Carti performing with Tana and Opium on stage. I thought he said Tana was performing. I was about to say, oh. Yo, why Tana run off like
Y'all
that?
think Carti tapped in for real? I feel like he has to be, bro. And I feel like it's not that hard to be tapped in no more. Like, I feel like Carti could know niggas like Swappa, could know niggas like fucking, bro, I don't know. But I feel like he get deep in, like, and find niggas early. Just because of how the underground is, bro. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but it doesn't seem hard to do.
Where the fuck he going? Man. Yeah, why you running away like that? Now, see, here's the thing. A lot of people gonna say, you know, well, Tana is signed to Galactic. He's already signed to a record label. We don't know exactly what contract Tana is under, but we do know.
When the fuck was he with Ty Lil and Lotto? When the fuck did this happen? Am I tripping? Yo, I know I'm not smoking, right? When did this happen? I seen clips from the stream. I don't remember Tana ever being there. Did he like pop out for like a cool like 5 minutes and then dip? Cause bro, I would have seen this. What the fuck?
He wants to sign to a different label or be a part of something
weird.
else, they have to
did
buy
not
him out.
see
There's
that,
different
bro.
ways that shit works depending on what you're trying to do.
Too.
And I don't want to reach with this whole thing, so I'm gonna just say this. I don't think Tana is signed right now, but I definitely do think he's affiliated. And it's obviously been like that for a while. It just wasn't that much shine on it. And after seeing him be on stage with them, I kind of want to see how this go with his career. Are people gonna change up and all that? Because I mean, honestly, once you get involved with Carti, you're gonna start getting a whole bunch of different type of fans. You're gonna start pulling different eyes. And if it is true that he's actually YBO or whatever, this is gonna change the conversation for real. And now everything is starting to make sense because shit, I realize why he gone. Whatever he working on next, he trying to make sure it's perfect. And I kind of get it now. Obviously, he got a lot of eyes on him. Carti probably didn't heard his music. I don't want to jump to conclusions or whatever. So it's a whole
Come on, bro. But let's start a stretch, man.
different ball game going on, you know? And like I told y'all, if anything, I really thought that Tana was trying to go in the route of being YSL, but we see why that didn't work out. I seen even 13 and the Saints say if he had to choose some artist to be a part of YSL, he would choose Skate Star or Tana. But now that I'm seeing this, it didn't change everything. So of course I don't know what's going on with that. Y'all let me know if y'all think Tana is actually YVL or is he staying with Galactic and he just has like a management deal going on or something like that, because that is the thing. You can be affiliated with guys, whatever it may be. What do you guys think is going on with this whole thing? Because being on
Alright, man. Well, that's it for this video. Tana links with Playboy Carti, next YBL member by duty. Let me know what y'all niggas think in the comments down below. Come check out the Twitch. We live every single day. And yeah, man, come join your other 15,000 brothers and sisters that are watching me on Twitch, bro. Why are you not here? Come on, bro. Lock in. Anyways, I love y'all niggas. Peace out. Stay blessed. And yeah, cue the outro.
Love me if I die, you don't know when I'll be gone. Told her, love me if I die, you don't know when I'll be gone. Late nights I cry, all this pain that I own. I'm just stuck on